Glowshrooms, also referred to as the Three Mushroom Puzzle, are a type of environmental puzzle in Tower of Fantasy that involves players hopping atop the caps of giant shrooms in a specific order. Whenever players perform this action, a bluish particle effect will appear, accompanied by a boing sound. If a particular glowshroom note is jumped on within the correct order, it will produce an audible piano note. If players manage to solve the Tower of Fantasy puzzle by stepping on all the right mushroom caps, a gold or black nucleus will spawn as a reward. According to Tower of Fantasy's in-game description, glowshrooms form a resilient mushroom cluster that lights up when stomped. Rumor has it that good things happen when players light them up in a certain order. While these sentences are not exactly poorly worded, their vagueness will undoubtedly cause confusion regarding how glowshroom puzzles are to be solved. After all, nothing is mentioned about the musical notes produced when stomping on the correct shroom. Thanks to the findings of Game Skinny, Tower of Fantasy fans can know what they need to do in order to solve the Three Mushrooms puzzle in the open world of Asperia. First, they must search for the smallest shroom, characterized by its miniature size. After stomping on the glowshroom with the tiniest cap, look around for the mushroom in Tower of Fantasy that is slightly larger in size. Jump onto the medium-sized glowshroom before bouncing on the largest in the group. If done correctly, musical notes should play for each bounce, and a nucleus should appear after landing on the largest glowshroom. Solving the glowshroom puzzle in Tower of Fantasy, however, despite fans referring glowshroom cluster as the Three Mushrooms puzzle, there are other glowshroom puzzles in Tower of Fantasy that involve more than 3 shrooms. For example, there are puzzles in the Navia and Crown Mines regions that have 6 glowshrooms per puzzle, and some of the mushrooms are the same size. This predicament causes the order of size technique to be rendered ineffective. However, there is still truth in stomping on the glowshrooms by size in Tower of Fantasy. In other words, size still matters, with smaller shrooms being first before larger caps. When interacting with 4 or more glowshrooms, players must rely on trial and error to see which of the same-sized shrooms are first in the hierarchy. Remember that if a cap is interacted with within the right order, it will retain a bluish glow until a mistake is made, or the puzzle ends in Tower of Fantasy. Source: Game Skinny Tower of Fantasy Platform, PC Original Release Date, 2022-08-11 Genre: Action RPG, MMO, Free-to-play multiplayer, online multiplayer developer, HOTA Studio publisher, Level Infinite Summary. In Tower of Fantasy, mankind has been forced to leave Earth in search of new frontiers due to the depletion of resources and energy. Now humanity has migrated to Aida, a lush alien world that supports human life. When humans discover a comet known as Mara which contains an energy source known as Omnium, they build a tower to contain it. However, Omnium radiation causes a catastrophic event which will require heroes from all over to bring everything back to normal. Tower of Fantasy is a free-to-play multiplayer game with action RPG elements, where players can create their own protagonists while gathering new heroes, weapons, and classes as they travel the world of Aida. Similar to Genshin Impact, players can partner with others as they travel the land collecting materials and upgrades for their teams. Tower of Fantasy has entered an early open access beta as of August 11 and will fully release on Steam in Q4 of 2022.